Kelly, thank you. Just see it in their eyes. The privilege and the pressure of Liverpool United to represent the people, to be the one who wears the shirt. Fernandes. McAllister's down after a clash of heads, and Bono's in and scores for Manchester United! 1 minute precisely in front of the Kop. Staggering start.
What a first minute it is for Manchester United. I was just thinking.
Konate, waited beautifully for Isak. Good save, Lamans.
That was his moment, wasn't it? That was his moment, he knows it.
Salah. Oh, that's a super, he's hit the post again.
Well, when you come to Anfield, you need a little bit of luck.
And Wirtz. Florian Wirtz. United's post. Now he has struck their net. It's 1-1. Fernandes, Brian Mbomo. Back in by Fernandes. And in from Maguire. A massive leap, a massive moment. United snatch back the lead at Anfield, and the place is stunned. The end. United have landed one on Liverpool in Liverpool. United win at Anfield for the first time in nigh on a decade. And they are bouncing off each other. United win back-to-back in the Premier League for the first time in forever. The very first time under Amorim. They inflict upon Liverpool a 4th consecutive defeat and a first home defeat in the Premier League for 400 days.
Fans won't arrive back on the south coast until the small hours of tomorrow morning. It's what supporters do, even if they've been served up so little by way of excitement. It's resembled a sieve. Not quite so bad this time around. Here they come on the attack. Chance here, and there it's put wide. What a chance it was for Alejandro Garnacho. It should be 1-0. Manchester United. That was flicked on. Oh, and it's over the line, is it? Yes, it is. Southampton lead. Would you believe it? The bottom club in front of Old Trafford. And from a set-piece situation once again, it is a nightmare for Manchester United. No one saw this coming. Reba. Fernandes. Driving run by him and a shot too, and it was that time a more comfortable save for Onana, but again Southampton and the team posing questions.
Well, I think having gone that...
This is Amorim, Sudimana getting past Yoram, a chance here, and Onana made a good save. It's Sugawara, blocked by Ugarte, and out by Mainu. And a real show there of talent from Amorim, Sudimana, and Onana. Xerxes. Ahmad. Blocked by Walker-Peters. Ahmad goes again! He scores some big goals! Ahmad delivers once again for Manchester United. In a time of real need here. That lifts the mood for Ruben Amorim. Set back to Eriksson. Back towards Ahmad! This boy is special! A comeback inspired by Ahmad. His injury issues too. He's going to be a mainstay of this club for many years ahead. And here he is again! With the hat-trick to cap a remarkable night at Old Trafford. Rather nightmare there for Southampton, but pure joy for the young Ivorian. And it is Ahmad's night at Old Trafford. A remarkable comeback, crowned by the Ahmad hat-trick.
Kelly, thank you. Roy nailed it. Forget the past, forget the future. This is Manchester on a day when nothing else needs to matter. City unsteady on their pedestal. De Bruyne went short. Gundogan. De Bruyne squeezes something in, and Manchester City have a lead. Josko Gvardiol. How they've thirsted for that.
Well, it's been such a poor game so far in terms of quality.
We'll inform you that John Stones is poised. But that's an awful back pass from Nunes. Ahmad.
Oh, it's penalty.
Penalty kick. Ahmad upended. Anthony Taylor on the scene. And Manchester United have a glimpse of salvation here. Bruno Fernandes may have dug out the Reds. And now there's nothing between them on Derby Day. Martinez.
He's through.
Ahmad through the middle, he's got a touch on it. And Ahmad has scored for Manchester United! In the 90th minute! That's a staggering moment! A mood-turning moment! From nowhere! And from behind, United have turned it round in a trice.
Athletic Club need a footballing miracle tonight, and it's a night where they need players to go above and beyond for the cause. One thing is certain, they have to score the first goal here tonight. Robert, you've been with Manchester United every step of the way. In this pass, it's straight to Jallo. He's going to hit one straight at Lenny Yoro. Now Yari Gizar with a chance to goal. That's brilliant. What a goal. Mikel Yari Gizar with an absolute beauty into the top corner, and there's pandemonium now among the Bilbao supporters. Well, there's a turn-up. Lovely turn by Mount. Look at the smile on the face of Mason Mount. Is that the goal to send Manchester United to Bilbao for the Europa League final? He's had such a difficult time at this club, so many injury problems, but he's come up big when Manchester United need. Free kick taken by Fernandes, and crossed on him in. And as the crowd was singing, Casemiro put it in the net. What did he do? He glanced it. Dorgu. Ahmad. Pulls it through! Holland! Why not get the selfie for posterity? Because Rasmus Højlund has just scored in the European semi-final. This competition certainly is something to build on. Mount's got the goal! He scored it! Astonishing! Look at his face. And what a way to put the exclamation point. The full-time whistle. And Manchester United and Ruben Amorim are heading to Bilbao for the Europa League final. And they've got Mason Mount to thank for an outstanding cameo for Man.
Yes, thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. Well, it does seem very early to be talking about must-win games, but 2 weeks into the new season, it could be argued that is exactly where Manchester United are. Must-win territory as they host Burnley. 1 point from their opening 2 games, coupled with that stunning League Cup exit at the hands of fourth-tier opposition. Lovely piece of control from Mount, and again it's Mbeumo looking to be released, and he's in here. Mbeumo might hit it on the volley! The chances keep coming, and still they're not taken.
Literally 2 minutes ago said there's no taste of threatening behind Burnley, but it's starting.
Whipped in by Fernandes, the header from Casemiro, Crossbar first off, then Dubravka, but the ball was in, and Manchester United get their breakthrough. It's been coming, but now on the front foot, Mbeumo immediately was making that run. It's a great first touch. Brian Mbeumo! Dubravka called upon again.
Stunning play in Mbeumo. How often?
He's got Mbeumo closest to him. Ahmad driving inside beyond Mbeumo, breaks back out to Ahmad!
So positive. It's in a wide position.
Mount with the set piece. And it's a good save from Dubravka. Lenny Yoro causing problems again, as he did at Craven Cottage.
He's done brilliantly to get his head on that.
Attacking force now just starting to come out of their shell. And he's got some space here now, Brun Larsen. Whizzes one across! There's the equaliser! Really well-constructed attack. Lyle Foster on the end of it. And Burnley are level. Game very open now. And it's Foster. He's through again. Foster! Flag goes up. How composed a player he looked in that situation.
But you just felt it with the change.
Here's Dalot, looking for Mbeumo perhaps. Brian Mbeumo! Burnley's parity did not last long. And Mbeumo, having got his first Manchester United goal at Grimsby Town, has now scored in the Premier League for the first time for his new club. Honors for Walker there, great flick on at the front post, half cleared, and Shaw, and it's still not clear, and it is in the back of the net for the second time. Again, a set piece. Jayden Anthony gets his second goal in 2 games, and Burnley hit United once more. Ahmad again. Fernandes. Ahmad takes a tumble. With this one, he is adamant it should have been a penalty kick.
After review, Burnley 11 has a sustained pulling action on Man United 16. My final decision is yellow card and penalty.
Huge pressure on the shoulders of the United captain. Pressure that he deals with. And for the 3rd time this afternoon, Manchester United lead. Full-time whistle has been blown at Old Trafford.
Evening, Jules. Hello again, everyone. So here come the players, and for Manchester United, it all comes down to this. And history tells you they don't always do it the easy way. Winning the season stays alive. Losing the long summer of discontent begins at Old Trafford. It's a chance to save the season, a chance to qualify for the Champions League, a chance to save face in many ways. It's a night where elimination is unthinkable, but based on recent results, eminently possible. Madrid, Masraoui's found some space here for Bruno Fernandes. Nice take by Garnacho, pulled back, Ugarte! Well, that's a massive goal for Manchester United, scored by Manuel Ugarte, who doesn't get many for them by any stretch of the imagination, but the goal was put together quite brilliantly, and Onana went... Dalot the runner this time as Maguire sends it forward and Dallot's in, angles side, Dalot scored! Well, he saved his goals this season for the Europa League, and right at the stroke of half-time, that feels massive for Manchester United. A second goal tonight, daylight on aggregate, and Diogo Dalot delivers. It's a good header in there by Casemiro, helped on, flicked on and in, and they've got a goal back, and it's Tolisso. And there was nothing that Onana could do about that. And with 20 minutes to go here at Old Trafford, Manchester United's lead cutting half, and Corentin Tolisso has just raised the stakes in here.
They kept getting the first contact, didn't they?
Manages to find some room for the cross, and Maitland-Niles is coming in. There's the chance as he saved it. It's going to be in. It is. It's Lacazette. And Manchester United's lead is gone. And it's gone in 6 minutes. Hardly any emotion from Paulo Fonseca. Applause from Nemanja Matic. And the Lyon players celebrating. Onana kept the first one out, but he could do nothing. Here's Lenny Yoro, and now Mason Mount. Yoro's carried on running and just had his... He's off. Got to go. Yeah. Tolisso. They're going down to 10. Good spot, Robbie. Second yellow. And one of the Lyon goal scorers sent off. Corentin Tolisso. Run by Tagliafico. That's a nice layoff to Malik Fofana, who's running at Harry Maguire and skipping in. Dello got there. Cherky. Chance! Goal! And the 10 men of Lyon have come back to lead Manchester United in extra time at Old Trafford. And Rayan Cherky, who scored late last week in the first leg, has just rifled that past Onana. The Lyon fans have gone mad. Casemiro, that's a sloppy ball. Lacazette, Fofana coming through, he's gone over. Penalty. It's a penalty. And Luke Shaw, who's hardly played this season, concedes it. And it's going from bad to worse here for Manchester United. They're falling apart at the seams. So Lacazette versus Onana. Little stutter step, clinical. And they're so close to a semi-final now, Lyon. They've come back from nowhere. And they've scored 4 unanswered goals at Old Trafford. And they've scored 2 of them. I think it was Casemiro, Mainu. Casemiro with a chance, he's gone over. Referee says no penalty. Bruno Fernandes convinced it should be. Casemiro still down in the 6-yard box. There was a crowd of players there.
There you go, he's made the decision.
Here we go. Penalty. A lifeline for Manchester United. In the Europa League, and he has to score here. Manchester United's captain has to score. Old Trafford holds its breath. Bruno Fernandes delivers! And Manchester United are back in it. And there's plenty of time left. 7 minutes or so against the 10 men of Lyon. And there's belief back inside the stadium. Oh, there's people coming back into the stadium. There's going to be 5 minutes added on. Here's Casemiro, lifted in. Kobbie Mainu takes his two. Let's just break for a second to remember there might be penalties yet. Here's Casemiro. Maguire! Into Maguire! Manchester United are heading to the semi-finals, and one of the most remarkable nights this stadium's ever seen in European. Manchester United changes from Arsenal at the weekend. The headline: what a night it is for the teenager Aiden Heaven. He's played well enough to get a start tonight, and he becomes the second youngest starter in either the Europa League or the Champions League for Manchester United in the early stages. Elistondo with the cross, and that was a vital piece of defending in there by De Ligt. I think the referee spotted an infringement in there. It's Oyarzabal who's down, the captain of Real Sociedad, but this was danger, Robbie. Well, it's being checked.
That for me is a penalty.
Yeah, it's being checked. It's a penalty. It's a penalty to Real Sociedad inside the opening 9 minutes. Lyon tonight at Old Trafford, a ground that was gripped with tension at kickoff. And he's so cool, and just side foots the ball into the opposite corner to where Onana was diving. And Real Sociedad hit the front in this Europa League game.
The scores he was saying.
Swept on by Casemiro, fantastic ball. It's Bruno Fernandes. Rasmus Højlund has saved it. What a stop that is from Ramiro.
Penalty,
and the referee's given a penalty for the challenge on Højlund. What a start to this match. A penalty for Sociedad, and now after the save from Ramiro, a penalty given to Manchester United. It's Fernandes against Ramiro. And he's as cool as you like. shot. Good save. Coming in now, Dorgo, over he goes. Referee says penalty. Took his time. Took his time. Had a long think about it. Points to the penalty spot for the third time tonight. Will he go the same way? Will he change anything? He's up against Alejandro Ramiro. And the captain delivers in fine style again. Bruno Fernandes with another brilliant penalty. Manchester United lead 2-1 on the night, 3-2 on aggregate. And they're moving closer to the corner. Coming back with Dalot now, look at the space for Garnacho, 2v2, with others in red arriving. Garnacho on the run, Bruno Fernandes is in. Is this his moment? Bruno Fernandes! It's a captain's performance on a massive European night for Manchester United. And when they needed their talisman to deliver, Bruno Fernandes scores a hat-trick. And Manchester United are through. Lovely bit of skill from Rasmus Højlund. Pulled back, Dalot! 4-1. And that puts the seal on an excellent Manchester United performance and something they so badly needed.
Højlund getting the congratulations. Good little bit of skill. Dalot, the right wing back.
The full-time whistle, and there it is. An embrace between the two coaches, but Ruben Amorim will be the one celebrating tonight. Big night, biggest.